A bill titled User Data Protection Act was introduced by Arizona Representative David Schweikert on July 2, 2024. This bill aims to stop digital platform owners or any third-party companies they might hire to save a user's information on the website for tracking purposes, like personal information and online habits, or perform targeted advertisement without first getting permission from the user. The digital platform would also not be allowed to stop a user from using the website if they don't consent to the before-mentioned actions, use a tracking pixel, or share the information they do gather with any other digital platform. Targeted advertising is a type of advertising that shows ads to specific groups of people based on their demographics, interests, behavior, or other criteria. Tracking pixels is a tiny pixel-sized image, hidden or embedded in an online page and used for collecting data about a user. User would still be able to consent to these actions, but the digital platform would have to provide a disclosure statement that includes what information will be collected, how it will be used, and what that information is worth monetarily. This disclosure must be the same everywhere that digital platform exists, and the style of this disclosure will be determined by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. The disclosure must be available to any users, and all users will be given notices when that disclosure updates. The rights to that information never leaves the user. If a digital platform violates the rules set forth, it will be treated the same way as unfair and deceptive acts by a company. This includes hiding prices until after the purchase, false advertisement, and coercion into buying certain products. The FTC has the same powers and jurisdiction as it would over physical locations and merchants if these rules are broken. States and state officials, like the state's attorney general, have the ability to bring legal action to United States district courts, or an equivalent, to stop the violations, force the digital platform to start complying with the rules, and impose fees and legal consequences on the offenders. The state officials performing these legal actions must notify the FTC before taking any actions, if possible, or immediately after taking action. The FTC can intervene on the action, make their opinion heard, and file to appeal the proposed or instituted action. If the FTC has already started the action, states cannot take their own action while the FTC action is waiting to take place, for whatever reasons. Any users who were harmed due to the breaking of these rules can start legal action against a digital platform or third parties employed by those digital platforms. If damages are a result of the digital platform actions, which can include physical damage, monetary damage, social damage, or emotional damage, the user has a right of no less than 90% compensation of those damages. The attorney fee, which pays the attorney for their time and expertise, is limited to 33% of damages awarded to the user. There is also a list of definitions, some of which I directly used earlier. Primary impact. The age of the Internet has brought about so many different changes that no single person can keep track of, let alone teach to others. One of those changes is the entire digitization of markets and creation of new markets that take place entirely on digital platforms and through digital means. Data analytics has increased in both speed and applicability by an uncountable amount to the point where even the milliseconds of time a user spends looking at a particular product can affect thousands of dollars of market activity across the globe. This type of increased revenues can help companies to make better decisions and allocations of their limited resources, which directly results in better, cheaper products for consumers. If a company knows not to waste time on certain groups of users, from thousands of different types of demographics to choose from, they will be able to save marketing costs, make marketing more efficient and effective, and sell more product to people who actually want to buy it. These savings result in a company's ability to expand to new markets and provide those goods and services to areas they previously could not have, or reduce their costs enough to make their goods or services affordable to more people. Restricting and preventing this kind of ability would result in inefficient market activities, meaning increased prices and decreased supply to efficient market areas. Secondary impact. Malicious use of data is also abundant with this increase in accessibility and transfer of information. Internet safety and protection of users, especially minors, is more important than ever. Just like the primary impact stated, the changes and abilities of digital platforms and electronic means is too vast to comprehend fully, which leaves many open threats to public and personal safety. I have been a victim of digital theft many times through card scanners, corporate server hacks, and digital shortcomings that were not any particular entity's fault. The safety measure taken to keep the internet and its users safe is important and very hard for experts to fully understand, let alone the average person to understand it all.